Okay, here we are. Our goal was to be in the park when gates open, but we ran a little bit behind schedule, but it's okay. It wasn't a crazy busy day, and we did start off with Starbucks, which kind of pushed us behind because the line was so long, and then we got on with our day. This is my first, well, okay, I got ears, and then this is my first purchase, a little porg. Thank you. Everybody was stopping to tell me happy birthday, and it was my dream come true. And then we got on this ride. It's not the Cars ride, it's a Cars ride at Disney, and our car wouldn't start, and it also was a very slow ride, which we weren't expecting at all. No, is it gonna die in the middle? Is this all we could do?
I think
this was anticlimactic.
it really was. I feel like I'm trying.
We had a fast pass for the day, so we got on a lot of different rides that I didn't document. We went on this Finding Nemo ride, which honestly gave me and my husband kind of some anxiety and claustrophobia. It was cool. It was cute. It wasn't absolutely magnificent. I don't think I would do it again just because I had so much anxiety being under. Granted, I could literally look out the window and see the top of the water, but it was still a little terrifying for me. And then we went on It's a Small World, and I recorded all 10 minutes of this ride for my mom because it's her favorite ride, and I would put clips of the actual ride in here, but I don't know if the music is copyrighted, and I don't want Disney to come for me. Then we made our way to California Adventure, and mainly we just kind of ate over there, and then we went to Cars Land and rode a couple of the rides. And guys, I saw Lightning McQueen. I didn't know there was a mascot.
Hey, whoa, careful of the wax. I just got detailed.
I, for one, was starstruck, and we went on this Mater ride that was actually so fun, and it whipped us around. Cars Land was absolutely magical. Do not sleep on Cars Land, and do not sleep on this Mater ride. Oh my god!
Does this mean that we win?
After Cars Land, we did this ride, and obviously Radiator Springs Racers, which we had a fast pass for. We did pay extra for that. And then after that, there wasn't really anything else at California Adventure we wanted to see, so we made our way back to Disneyland. We are 12 hours into the day. We're holding on strong. We're back at Disney. We're holding on strong. We're back at Disney. California Adventure, we didn't spend too much time there. We went on the couple things we wanted to do, and got a couple little drinks.
The Cars racing ride is dope.
The best ride. Now we're back at Disney to finish what we started. Jungle Cruise at night is severely underrated. I think it was the first time I ever went on it at night, and then we hit a couple of the rides we didn't get to do earlier in the day.
For over 100 years, Walt Disney Animation Studios has invited audiences to believe in things never thought possible.
Some things start out big, and some things start out small. But sometimes the smallest thing can make the biggest changes of all. Hard to know just where it starts, how it grows.
Bitch, why am I crying right now? We conveniently were at the castle in time for this little light show. I didn't know they did the light show. They obviously didn't do fireworks because it was a Tuesday, or no, it was a Wednesday. It was a weekday and they don't do fireworks. But this was actually very beautiful, and maybe it was my exhaustion. Maybe Disney was moving my soul. Maybe I'm a Disney adult now. I don't know, but it did get me choked up. And what also got me choked up were the ladies that were trying to stand in front of me, even though I had a really good spot and I was in the middle of recording, and they kept just chit-chattering about how to get in front of me, even though they weren't there the whole time, but that's besides the point. Anyways, this show was very beautiful. My husband and I do agree it went on slightly too long, where it would end, we're like, oh, magical, and then it would start again, and we're like, okay. There was a moment, though, where Baymax was flying around. See, okay, here. My husband doesn't know who Baymax is. I thought I've shown him Big Hero 6, and I guess not. I do remember when Tinkerbell used to fly from the castle, but that was back in 2016, 2017, maybe 2015. And that's the last time I've been to Disneyland. So seeing Baymax was really cool. They didn't have fireworks, but they did have fire erupting, which was the big spectacular of the show. And then this ending line from the narrator in Winnie the Pooh made me lose it. It really spoke to my soul and my exhaustion, and it was beautiful.
We come to the end of this chapter.
Oh no, please, can't we go back to page 1 and do it all over again?
But Pooh, it's just another turn of the page. And I, for one, think what comes next will be wondrous.
Over 12 hours. I'm exhausted, and I cried during that show, and I don't know if it was my heartstrings being tugged on or if I'm just that exhausted. You ready to go, baby? It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon, the next day. I'm so tired. I'm gonna do a Disney haul. First things first, I got these ears because I used to have the silver version of these ears from like 2015, but I gave them to some child in my life. I think a child I used to babysit. I can't remember, didn't have them. So I went and I bought myself new ears. The whole day I was borrowing my friend's backpack, but I made sure to get myself a new backpack. It's Bambi. It's absolutely gorgeous. I got a giant Olaf. Olaf is like one of my favorite characters, and it's also like when my husband and I were first dating, all I ever wanted to do was watch Frozen 2. He got me a little Olaf from like the gas station and wrote on the bottom like I love you, and it's been in my car ever since. Like Olaf is my guy. So when my husband saw this, he's like, you have to get it. I literally almost didn't get this because I had a budget for the day. It was like a bunch of birthday money for Disney. I've been thinking about it all day since I saw it. And then I saw it when I went to get my backpack. We walked out, we rode the Winnie the Pooh ride. And the whole time I was thinking of it and I was like, should I get it? Should I not? Should I get it? Kind of like mentioned it to my husband, and like my husband and his moms were like, let's go back in the store. I kind of have like buyer's remorse, and I shouldn't have because it was like my birthday money meant for this. But I'm so happy I got it. I would have 100% regretted not getting it. Winnie the Pooh pillow, and it says, today is my new favorite day. And then I got a Porg. And then I got my husband Zero, because my husband loves Nightmare Before Christmas. He has it tattooed on his arm. He loves Zero. He saw somebody with a Zero backpack and like lost his mind. I was like, where did they get it? Couldn't find a Zero backpack at all. But I found this little guy. He lights up. I just haven't figured out how to do it. And I surprised my husband with Zero. And it was actually really cute because we were both in separate lines in the same store. And I walk up to him, I was like, I got you something. And he's like, I got you something. And he got me a cookie, which was fantastic and delicious and exactly what I wanted. And then I got him Zero. He got a Cars backpack. He's never been to Cars Land and he loved it. And he saw somebody walking with this backpack. He's like, that would be the only backpack I would want. And he found it and he got it. And it made me really, really happy because I didn't really expect him to get decked out for Disney. Like, I picked out his Stitch shirt. It made me so happy. He got so excited. It made me so excited that he was so into it. He got a Disney sweatshirt, which, you know, like, oh, a Disney sweatshirt. Why is that like a big deal? Well, because my husband had a jacket. It kind of got warm throughout the day. We were at Disneyland. My husband put his jacket in the Disneyland locker. We're at California Adventure. It's starting to get cold. My husband's like in line about to get this backpack. They didn't have any sweatshirts in his size in any Cars Land store, which disrespectful. They only went up to a size large, which, how dare you? So he's like, I'm really cold. Well, I don't want him to like walk around and keep being cold. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go find you a jacket. Let me set the scene. It's getting chilly. My phone is at 4%. I'm on my second drink from Pim's Test Kitchen. And I had them stacked like this because this one was my empty one and this one was my one with Jack Daniel's Tennessee cocktail honeybee thing. It was really good. And I had a little straw. Dead phone. My backpack on, ears, on a mission to find my husband a sweatshirt. California Adventure has like no stores. Disneyland has a store like every 5 steps. I'm walking around California Adventure on a mission. The sun is setting. I'm sipping my drink, walking like this, really fast, weaving through people, dodging strollers, kicking kids. Just kidding, I didn't do that, wish I could. Look, and I'm looking into every window, looking like, where is a store? Could I have looked it up on my phone? Yeah, but my phone was dying. And the last time I was at a Disney store and my phone died, it was in Disney World when I was 18 and they almost put a missing child report out on me. I was like, I can't have my phone die, and then my husband put a missing child report on me on a mission. Get into the first store I find, which is like the main store at the front of California Adventure. He was all the way at the back. There was like those sweatshirts in like different colors. And so I texted him, white or gray or green. And he's like wanting to see pictures. And I'm like, my phone is not full enough battery to see pictures. And he just finally was like, great. And I'm like trying to send him a couple pictures. I'm like, all right, he said great. Find his size. Grab it. Check out. They're like, oh, are you going to wear it at a store? I was like, well, my husband's going to wear it. I'm going to take it to him. So they take off the tags, which was very nice. Throw it over my shoulder. back to walking, back to walking, back to walking, dodging, kicking kids, sipping my drink, walking. And I get to him, and I had a full bladder the entire time. The only thing that kept me going was I need to get to my husband before my phone dies so he doesn't file a missing person report on me. And I have to get to the bathroom, and I know the bathroom is right next to the store he's in. And I'm like, here's your sweatshirt. I gotta pee. And so that was that. And I thought it was like a funny story. And I wish I could have documented it, but my phone was dying. And then I found there was a outlet in the bathroom by Cars Land. So I was like, I had my phone plugged in and I'm just kind of standing there because I wanted it at least at 10% for the rest of the night. And then my mother-in-law was like, oh, I have a portable phone charger. And I was like, that would have been great like 3 hours ago. This is also part of my haul. It was a great time. I don't have a whole lot of footage because again, phone was dying. Also, I was trying to live in the moment and it was really nice. And you know what I will say? Because this is like my first kind of quote unquote like full on vlogging experience out in the wild. And I wanted to use my new camera for it. But I did get a little in my head because I was like, I'm gonna be that girl with my camera and my stick vlogging at Disneyland. So in my head about it, and I'm like kicking myself now, but you know, you live and you learn. And I get to Disneyland, there were people with tripods, there were people like with their thing, everybody's vlogging, everybody's making content. It made me feel really good because I was like, wow, I could have done this and felt so like accepted. Nobody was looking at me weird. I also wasn't looking at those people weird. And maybe that's because like I'm making content now. I like saw the figures at California Adventure. They had a whole tripod with the phone. And it was really cute because they were like skipping towards the camera. Because I looked at it, I was like, wow, so fun. Obviously the Disney people decked out, having full-blown photo shoots. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. There was a girl and her friend was like taking the picture and she's like posing away, and I'm like, that is so cute. I thought it was so great to where I'm kind of like a little bummed because had I had my camera I could have recorded more, but it's okay. It is what it is. We live and we learn, and I'll go back to Disney and I'll do better next time. I feel like I have a Disney hangover. Am I turning into a Disney adult? I don't know, you tell me. Like, subscribe, follow, share. That will get me to Disneyland. I'm exhausted. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to bed. I have a pounding headache. Okay, bye.